Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Today's idiom is to be in a pickle. In a pickle is a situation where you feel uncomfortable. It's usually because you have some choices to make and you don't want to make them, or it could be just because something's happened and it's forcing you to take an action. Let me give you some examples. I was in a pickle yesterday because I couldn't decide what Netflix movie to watch. I'm in a pickle today because I can't decide what to wear to work. If you want to be emphatic about this, you can say, "Oh, I'm all in a pickle." It simply means that you can't decide what to do next. It's not usually used for serious things. To be in a pickle is really just when you have some minor decision to make. But that minor decision is something which is causing you a little bit of stress. We say in a pickle because you probably know that a pickle is something that you wouldn't want to be in. A pickle, literally, is a vegetable which has been pickled. To pickle something means to preserve it in vinegar or salt water. It's quite common across the world for onions to be pickled. Eggs or cucumbers can be pickled as well. To pickle is a verb which means to preserve, usually in vinegar or salt water. And pickle itself is a noun to show what has been pickled. You can go to the shops and buy jars of pickle, which is something which is already prepared. It's usually vegetables all mashed up in vinegar with some seasoning. Or, like my grandmother, you can pickle things. So to be in a pickle is to be in a difficult situation. I was in a pickle yesterday, trying to decide what movie to watch. Finally, I decided to watch Ad Astra, which is Latin apparently. It means to the stars. It was a sci-fi movie with Brad Pitt and Tommy Lee Jones, and of course, it was American. There was a few things wrong with it. First of all, Brad Pitt is 60. So when he made this movie, I think he probably would have been in his late 50s. And Tommy Lee Jones is from my parents' generation. So I just felt that Brad Pitt was a little bit old to have daddy issues. I mean, we all have them, but Americans, they can be a little bit strange with this kind of thing. Here in the UK, the father archetype doesn't really play out in our lives anymore, because that symbol of masculinity and strength can come through many different people, not only the traditional father male model. These days, of course, we have many different definitions of the word family, with either two men or two women. And this idea that the father, the man in the house or the home, who could be president one day, is usually a chief executive, is something very deep in American psyche. The man who's the emperor of his universe. We don't really have that here. I don't think people really care much about it. But anyway, this man, Brad Pitt, was searching for his father, and it's all about how a boy would turn his world upside down, literally, to find the father in his life. I thought we were past all of that, but clearly not for Americans. The media always try to give us this really big moral message. So this movie is all about the father and the relationship with the son. I found it to be okay, but I'm not really sure that I liked the moral that was going along with it. Anyway, if you are looking for a good movie, I guess I can recommend it. I managed to watch it to the end, which is quite something for me. Usually, after 5 minutes, I announce that it's boring, and then the family all stare at me bitterly, and we choose something else and something more simple. But I did actually manage to the end of this one, Ad Astra, so that means that there was something good about it. So I definitely recommend that movie for you. To be in a pickle. So literally, a pickle, of course, is this vegetable, but it's also a decision or something which is causing you a little bit of stress, but usually not a serious one. Also, I can't decide what to have for dinner tonight. So I'm in a bit of a pickle with that because there's loads of things in the fridge and freezer. I just can't decide what to have. So I'm in a pickle. So you can hear there that in all of my examples today, to be in a pickle, what movie to watch, what to wear to work, what to cook, all of these examples are very mundane. They're about the not so serious things in life. And that's exactly what this phrase is, to be in a pickle. So if you're trying to choose a movie today, don't get into a pickle about it. Just watch Ad Astra. I still think that Brad Pitt and Tommy Lee Jones were a little bit old to be playing out the father-son thing. Brad Pitt being 60, Tommy Lee Jones being 80. But still, the movie does strangely keep our attention. I think it's the special effects, to be honest. Yeah. So, anyway, see you all soon. Bye.